The origin comes from intro, which is a Latin word that is equal to the inside. And then vertere is also a Latin word. I don't know if I said that right, it's probably wrong. But that equals to turn. In total, it equals to turn one's thoughts inwards. And then they have in parentheses, in spiritual contemplation.
Perfect.
Hey Diamonds, welcome back to another video and welcome to my channel, Rare Diamond Tea channel. This is your girl Tequila, and of course I've made another video for you. Okay, so yeah, let's just get into it. So this video is going to be about this topic. It's going to be another video about introverts. As y'all can see, it's how to approach an introvert. But this time I wanted to bring some definitions for you and give you some origins so that you can kind of understand where I'm coming from with the introvert video. And then you can fully understand how to approach an introvert that you may be interested in or you want to talk to later down the road. It's not hard to approach us, but it may take a little more time than it would an extrovert. So bear with me as I go through this with you. So yeah, I wrote down the definition and I'm just going to blurt that out for you right now so you guys can understand what an introvert is. So the definition of an introvert, what I looked up on Google, it says, the first thing it says is a shy, reticent person. Now, like I said, I've already established that they're not always shy, okay? Introverts are not always shy. I'm still backing up on that. That's not always the case. There are some shy introverts. Now, do not get me wrong. Disclaimer, not every introvert is not shy, but some, I would give or take, some are not shy at all. You know, they just, like I said, they're just reticent. They kind of just to themselves, okay? But let's go more in depth on the definition. So there's another one that says, a person predominantly concerned with their own thoughts and feelings rather than with external things. So yeah, that goes to say what I've been saying in the other video is very, very true. And this definition is very, very true. We are more concerned with our own thoughts. We are more concerned with our thoughts and our feelings, and we're not really concerned with other things. Like, we're not concerned about things that don't revolve around what's going on mentally, you know. So I look up the origin. The origin was right behind the definition. The origin comes from intro, which is a Latin word that is equal to the inside. And then vertere is also a Latin word. I don't know if I said that right, it's probably wrong. But that equals to turn. In total, it equals to turn one's thoughts inwards. And then they have in parentheses, in spiritual contemplation, which is very, very true in most cases. In my case, for sure. My thoughts are always inwards. It's always towards what's the next move for me or how to do something different. Sorry. It's always about, it's not just about me all the time. Of course, it's about other people, family members, everything. But whatever my thinking is about or my concerns are, my thoughts are always inwards and not really kind of outwards thinking about other things or trying to, you know, it's never really about that. And then for spiritual contemplation, that is very true. I do have a connection with God, so of course I'm going to have those inward thoughts towards God and have those contemplations about how to get closer to God, you know, thinking, you know, all those thoughts. Spiritual contemplation, okay? And it also says that introverts, most likely they don't seek engagements and special attention. It oftentimes leaves them feeling drained or exhausted, which is not always the case, but is majority of the case very true. It's very true. Social engagements, I kind of, for me as an introvert, I do avoid majority of the time, because like I said, it after I'm done going to an engagement, a social full of people that I know or don't know, it does end up making me feel like I'm exhausted or I'm drained, and I really don't like that feeling afterwards. It's not because of physical health or anything. I'm healthy as a horse. Everything's fine. It's more so it's just like mentally like draining and exhausting, because it's just like you're engaging with so many people and you're so used to having your own thoughts, your own inward thoughts, that you have to express those thoughts. And so I think it's kind of like you having to communicate what you're thinking. And if you're thinking a lot, that could be draining, that could be exhausting to express that. So yeah, I do believe that's very true. So let's get into the video. Let's really talk about how do we approach an introvert. If you're very interested in that, then keep watching. Okay, so how to approach an introvert. Let's see. Okay, first step. I looked this up on Google. That's the first thing that came up, and I actually do like what it said. I forgot what the website is. Psych something. But that's, you can look it up on Google. It'll be the first thing that pops up. But it says to be patient, and that's very true. You have to be patient with an introvert. You can't rush things. You can't just try to make things happen the way you want to. You do have to be very patient with an introvert if you're going to approach them at all. Especially since they're always having those inward thoughts. It's very important that being patient with them is basically giving them time to come out of that, get out of their own thoughts and actually have a conversation. Ask and never assume is the next one, and it's very true. Always ask. Don't ever assume anything about an introvert. You need to ask, because just because you think they may be shy, they may not be shy, or just because you think they're extroverted, they may not be extroverted. So really consider, consider asking. Let's say you have a thing that you want to do with them, or you're interested in having more of a conversation with them. Make sure that they're okay with that. You can't just assume that they just want to talk to you. It's really more so that you just have to look for signs that they're introverted, and really be patient and talk to them, ask questions, and that really will kind of get their attention. It may not keep their attention, so if you're really trying to have a conversation, let's get further into that. So be respectful of their space or their boundaries or their bubble, because that is very important. If you're not respectful at all about how they feel or what they're doing, or if they're trying to be completely separate away from you, like I said in the other video, you can't force yourself on anyone. If they want to be by themselves, they want to be by themselves. That's just the way it is, So be respectful of that, and be respectful of their boundaries and what they want to do and what they don't want to do. Because it may be what you want to do, and it may not be what you want to do, but you have to be mindful of that and be respectful. Show genuine interest in who they are. So that is very, very important with anybody. You can't just go up to them and expect them to go on full conversation with you. If you really want them to you want to build a relationship with an introverted person and have a conversation, you need to be genuinely interested in who they are, who they are as a person. That will really show that you actually care about them, instead of just saying something random to try to get their attention because you're bored. Because that for us, we're automatically going to ignore all of that. We're automatically not going to pay attention. We're automatically are just done at that point. Like, if you're trying to distract us at any point, that could end badly. Okay, it could end badly, especially when they're really deep in thought about something, and you disturb that. Done. You're done. Okay, you're just done. So really, show genuine interest in who they are, because when that happens, that means you really are trying to consider this person as a friend. and them more than likely they're going to think, okay, they actually care about who I am and what's going on with me, you know. Have a genuine conversation. Really, please. That goes to show with the genuine interest. Have a genuine conversation with them that they're interested in, that you're interested in, like something that ties you both together, because that'll make them be a little more social, especially if it's a question about something. But really just kind of tie that in together with that being genuine of who they are. Have a genuine conversation that's relatable for both of you. Invite them to a small casual get together, which is very true. This is the last one. But yeah, invite them to a small get together that's not too crowded, that doesn't have a lot of people, maybe a few people, you and somebody else they know, or and somebody you know that they don't know, or just about maybe 2, 3, or 4 people, to be honest, maybe even 2, just you and them, but at first, because depending on who the introvert is, and depending on how they feel, you have to be mindful of them. You can't just invite them randomly to meet new people that they haven't met before. You have to make them feel comfortable where they are. So if that means getting to know you first and then getting to know your friends, then you have to, do that. You have to do that with an introvert. So far, that's all I really have to say about approaching an introvert. And like I said, introverts are really just kind of to themselves. They are not really, seeking any attention or doing any social engagements that much, because it's exhausting, okay? It is exhausting. It really is. At the end of the day, it's exhausting. Sorry. Especially when your mind is really dead set on something and you're almost to the point of a breakthrough to actually having a good thought to this puzzle that you had in your mind about something, and you're actually finding a solution now because it just came out of nowhere. That is completely introvertness all the way. And if you're trying to approach an introvert, you have to consider those things and actually be mindful of, be aware of what you're doing, what you're saying, and be patient. That's basically it. That's all I have to say. So if you want to approach an introvert, just take those notes, take those steps, and you'll definitely have an introverted friend, okay? Thank you for joining me today. Thank you for tuning in to this video. I hope that it helped you. I hope that it is beneficial for you. If you have any further questions, feel free to leave me some comments down there. That's what they're for. I really want to hear what you have to say. And make sure you, if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. If you haven't shared this video, please do share. We want to expand. We want to grow. We want to actually have a forum of people discussing about the same thing. So let's do that, okay? Let's make that happen. But I really do want you to make sure that you are subscribed to the channel. Click the bell if you haven't clicked the bell, so you can see more videos like this one, and we can have discussions together. All right, well, thank you for joining me again once more, and I hope to see you